Hello students, I'm Imani Sharma, your educator. I warmly welcome you all to yet another YouTube session. So in this particular video, we will be solving questions which are related to our UGC NET June 2024 re-exam, right, for English Literature Shift 1. So all the questions that we all are going to get to see here would be answered based on the provisional key. And Hanji, there are several questions which have been, having different options ऑल टुगेदर इन द सेंस कि कुछ क्वेश्चंस ऐसे हैं जो चैलेंज किए जा सकते हैं. सो फॉर दैट पर्टिकुलर थिंग, फॉर द फाइनल आंसर की वी ऑल विल हैव टू वेट, राइट? सो आई होप दैट यू गाइज आर क्लियर विथ दिस पर्टिकुलर थिंग दैट वी ऑल विल बी सॉल्विंग. आज के सेशन में शिफ्ट 1 यूजीसी नेट जून 2023 री नेट का जो आपका एग्जाम हुआ था उसके इंग्लिश लिटरेचर दैट इज योर पेपर 2 क्वेश्चंस वी ऑल विल बी सॉल्विंग. So let's just quickly see. This is the first set of questions that we all are seeing here, right? So what do you think is the answer to this particular question that we all have here? ये कुछ क्वेश्चन थे जिसमें कुछ स्टेटमेंट्स हम लोग को दिए गए थे, राइट? सो इसका आंसर जो है बेसिकली दैट वी ऑल आर हैविंग राइट नाउ इज ऑप्शन डी, दैट इज बी, C and E is the correct answer to this particular question, your question number 1 in this particular series. Of course, question IDs जो आपकी response sheets हैं उसके हिसाब से जो है question IDs would have remained same. Series of questions जो है थोड़ा ऊपर नीचे हो गया होगा, right? So B, C and E, this is the answer to your first question that we all have had, right? Next up, moving to the next question, who among the following published a series of essays titled New Criticism? This is one such thing that you all cover in your major main classes as well. Straightforward question था, ज़्यादा कुछ इसमें करने वाला नहीं था. Essays criticism के ऊपर जो लिखे गए थे, they have been written by John Crow Ransom in the year 1941. एक collection of essays इन्होंने publish की थी which was titled as the New Criticism, right? Moving on to the next question that we all are having here. You all were supposed to match this particular thing along with the critic and the theorist, along with the works that we all do in our cultural studies and literary theory का part. So what do you guys think? आप लोग ने कौन सा आंसर मार्क करा था? The right answer should be though your option 3, that is Raymond Williams, Preface to Film, Herbert Marcuse, One Dimensional Man, Frederick Jameson, The Postmodernism or Cultural Logic of Late Capitalism, and Richard Hoggart, The Uses of Literacy, which is a really very profound text if we try to talk about cultural studies, so to say. कि इसको cultural studies का one of the foundational text जो है वो माना जाता है, right? So this is the answer that we have here. Moving on to the next question, who among the following has said that the artistic critic, like the mystic, is an antimonium always? किसने ये बोला था? Who has said this particular thing? ये particular words जो है ये ऑस्कर वाइल्ड के हैं in his essay that he penned down as the critic as artist. Please make sure that you guys stay with me till the end of this particular video ताकि आप लोग को जो questions challenge किए जाने हैं या हो सकते हैं challenge वाले, I'll be giving you a list of questions that could be challenged by the end of this particular video. Also make sure कि जब हमारी final answer की आएगी इन्हीं questions की analysis जो है we guys will be doing in a greater detailed manner, right? So Oscar Wilde in The Critic as Artist, उसमें उन्होंने critic के बारे में, artistic critic के बारे में ये चीज जो है वो कही है. Next question, आप लोग को chronological order में लगाने हैं. Chronological order के हिसाब से अगर let's just move forward and let's just look at the different years in which Agatha Christie के works जो है they have been published. So if I talk about you, what should be the right answer here? DEBAC. The Mysterious Affair at Skiles is published in the year 1921. फिर उसके बाद आपका The Murder of Roger Ackroyd 1926 में publish किया गया था. Then we have Murder in the Orient Express 1934, 1934, ठीक है, 1934, डेथ ऑन द नाइल 1937, and the last one that we have is sparkling cyanide in the year 1945. इस हिसाब से चले तो D, E, B, A, C is the right answer. That is your option D here. ठीक है, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन पे चलते हैं. MLA आपके रिसर्च में से भी इस बार क्वेश्चंस आए हैं. According to the MLA handbook, the mechanics of prose refers to technical questions that writers must follow. ये क्वेश्चन अगर आपने ज्यादा रिसर्च को नहीं भी पढ़ा हुआ होता, you guys must have written research papers in your bachelor's, masters as well. You guys would have through your common sense और logic आप ये क्वेश्चन सॉल्व कर सकते थे, राइट? कि आप अगर देखें कि कौन सी चीज जो है वो आती है अंडर द मैकेनिक्स ऑफ प्रोज, तो आपने प्रोज में ही तो मेजरली अपने रिसर्च पेपर्स लिखे हैं, उसमें आपने किस चीज का ध्यान दिया हुआ है? स्पेलिंग सही होने चाहिए, पंक्चुएशन मार्क सही होने चाहिए, कैपिटलाइजेशन एंड स्टाइल ऑफ नंबरिंग, बिकॉज एमएलए का स्टाइल ऑफ नंबरिंग इज डिफरेंट फ्रॉम द एपीए का स्टाइल ऑफ नंबरिंग, राइट? मूविंग ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन दैट वी आर टू सी हियर कि एमएलए की 9th एडिशन में एक चैप्टर देखने के लिए हम लोग को मिलता है, दैट इज टाइटल्ड एज प्रिंसिपल्स ऑफ इंक्लूसिव लैंग्वेज. तो अकॉर्डिंग टू यू व्हाट यू गाइस हैव मार्क्ड शुड बी द राइट आंसर कि इंक्लूसिव, यहां पे भी अगर आप देखें व्हाट शुड बी द राइट आंसर दैट वी ऑल हैव हियर इज ऑप्शन सी, दैट इज अवॉइड नेगेटिवली जजिंग अदर्स एक्सपीरियंस. इंक्लूसिविटी होती तो होती क्या है? इंक्लूसिविटी होती है when you are trying to make sure that yes of course each and every person, चाहे वो specially abled है, there are other physically disabled people as well, mentally handicapped है, या कोई भी problem है and to any other person, do they feel inclusive? Like because of the fact that now in schools we all are having inclusive environment, उस चीज को push दिया जा रहा है. तो इंक्लूसिव लैंग्वेज के परव्यू में क्या चीज कही गई है कि अवॉइड नेगेटिवली जजिंग अदर्स एक्सपीरियंसेस, यूज अ डिक्शनरी टू चेक फॉर ऑफेंसिव टर्म्स एंड मेक रेफरेंसेस टू आइडेंटिफाई रेलेवेंट सोर्सेज. प्रोनाउंस यूज नहीं करने हैं, सबको इंक्लूसिव फील कराना है. डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ सेक्सुअलिटी शुड बी वेलकम, सो नो यूज ऑफ प्रोनाउंस व्हिच आर स्पेसिफाइड बेसिकली एंड नॉट एनी फॉर्मेट. देखिए कैसे वो प्ले करते हैं, स्पेसिफिक फॉर्मेट होना चाहिए, एनी नहीं होना चाहिए, राइट? सो योर आंसर शुड बी ऑप्शन सी हियर. नेक्स्ट आपका क्वेश्चन आ जाता है which is related to the periodicals part here, which we also have covered many a times जब हम अपनी क्लास में भी मैगजीन्स को कवर करते हैं. So which among the following आपको देखने के लिए मिलता है by Joseph Addison and Richard Steele. जब उन्होंने स्पेक्टेटर को 1712 में ही both of them they ended writing that particular or getting that particular journal named Spectator published. Then which particular journal they began? They began the Guardian, which was in 1714 के आसपास, which was a really short-lived sort of a journal that we could see. 1713-14 के आसपास आपको जो है 1713-14 के आसपास जो है आपको ये पर्टिकुलर जर्नल रिटन और स्टार्ट होने के लिए देखने के लिए मिलता है, राइट? नेक्स्ट अप we have a question related to your understanding of epithet. Epithet क्या होता है? Right answer is an adjective or adjectival phrase used to define a characteristic quality or attribute of some person of or thing. ठीक है, तो एक कैरेक्टर ही इज अ ब्रेव हीरो, उसको डिफाइन कर रहा है. एडजेक्टिवल फ्रेज भी हो सकता है और इट कुड बी यूज्ड और इट कुड जस्ट बी एन एडजेक्टिव एज वेल. सो एपिथेट स्ट्रेट अवे लिटरेरी टर्म्स हैव बीन आस्क्ड विदाउट एनी सॉर्ट ऑफ कंफ्यूजन. यू गाइस should have chosen option B as the right answer here. Move to the next question. Which of the following works are categorized under science fiction? Sci-fi के अंडर जो है कौन से वो आते हैं? What should be the answer? We have Wendy Masses a mango-shaped space, Umberto Eco's travels in the hyper-reality, and Kazuo Ishiguro's Never Let Me Go. So makes it option C as the right answer, that is B, C and E. Next question is a chronology based question that we all are going to see now. चलिए आगे बढ़ते हैं. Following text in correct chronological order of the publication. तो अगर थोड़ा सा यहाँ पे आप लोग ने देखा होता, बेओवुल्फ तो सबसे पहले ही आना है, तो इन्होंने दो ऑप्शंस में दिया हुआ, तो दो ऑप्शंस could have been eliminated straight away there and then. So Beowulf was published in Anglo-Saxon age में publish किया गया था ये, ठीक है. Then what should be the answer? The answer should be C. That is, आंसर शुड बी ऑप्शन 3. अगर हम देखते हैं सबसे पहले बेओवुल्फ आता है, then Fairy Queen in the year 1590 was published. In the year 1590 the Fairy Queen was published. Then we have BDEAC, Paradise Lost we have done, right? Fairy Queen in 1590, right? Fairy Queen in 1590, Paradise Lost in 1667. 1667 in how many books, right? Then we have BDEAC. Then we have 1678, wherein we see Pilgrim's Progress by John Bunyan being published, and the last one being Endymion by John Keats in the year 1818. 1818 में उन्होंने ये particular work Endymion, A Thing of Beauty is a Joy Forever, which begins with this particular line, a very prominent important line. So option C should have been correct. Next up, Philip Sidney की motivation क्या थी to write Apology for Poetry? Straight away again question to fetch you good marks, good 2 marks. Attack on Poetry in School of Abuse by Stephen Gossin. जब उन्होंने ये अटैक किया था पोइट्री के ऊपर कि पोइट्री जो है अच्छी नहीं है, लोगों में क्या इमोशंस लेके आती है. प्लेटो ऑल्सो वांटेड टू बैन पोइट्री, सो ऑन एंड सो फोर्थ. So Sidney took the stance, Sidney took the responsibility to defend poetry and its state. And how he also says कि Plato ने not just for the sake of poetry being a genre उसको वो करा था, because Plato also used to write dialogues and everything which were rhythmic. There were rhyme schemes as well, but just because of the misuse of poetry by different poets. Alright, next हमारे पास आ जाता है, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन पे चलते हैं. यू आर सपोज टू मैच द ऑथर with the text that they have written. So that should be option B should be the right answer. Sally Morgan, My Place. Shift 2 में दो चीजें, My Place and Plains of Promise, सेम क्वेश्चन आए हुए हैं. मैच द फॉलोइंग, मतलब ये दो तो आए ही आए हैं, ठीक है. Then we have Monica Claire Carobran, right? Then we have Gugi Nugi Garimara, that is Doris Pilkington, and Alexis Wright, Plains of Promise, which makes it option second as the right answer here, right? So I hope that you guys have marked it correctly there. Next page पे चलते हैं. Which among the following are not the genuine sources as defined by Longinus in, और Longinus ने जब sublime की definition दी है, sublimity, something which you can't describe in words. So which among them are not, read the question carefully each and every time I tell you, A and D is the right answer, that is option B is the right answer. Imagination को वो नहीं बात करते हैं, right? And nobility of spontaneity, no, he does not talk about that, but rather he says full blooded robust ideas होने चाहिए, full of emotions with dignity and elevation. That is how you can define sublime in the terms of Longinus. Great thoughts, strong emotions, certain figures of thoughts and speech, noble diction and dignified word arrangement is what he tends to mean when he is trying to define the sublime for all of us. So based on that, option B should be the right answer. Next चलते हैं. B.R. Ambedkar के works को you all are supposed to arrange in the chronological sense. So option C is the right answer. Let's just take a look at the years that we all have to note down. So इनका अगर देखा जाए, सबसे पहला है The Problem of the Rupee, Its Origins and Its Solutions. This was a work which was his master's का thesis. This was his master's ka thesis which got published in the year 1923. right, published in the year 1923. So C, B, The Annihilation of Caste, which was an undelivered lecture, undelivered, incomplete speech, undelivered speech, 1936 में ये आई थी. Then we have D, that is what we have, the Federation versus Freedom, 1939. 1939 में ये आया था. Then A, Mr. Gandhi and Emancipation of Untouchables, 1943 में it had come as a particular work, right? So you can see from chronology many questions have been asked, and Buddha and his Dhamma in the year 1957. So based on that, option C is the correct one that we all are having here. चलिए आगे बढ़ते हैं. फिर chronological order में we all are supposed to put these things in a particular chronological sense. J.K. Rowling's The Goblet of Fire was published in the year 2000. 2000 में ये publish हुआ था. Northern Lights by Philip Pullman, 1995. 1950 में The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe was published. J.R.R. Tolkien's The Hobbit, 1937. Lord of the Flies, 1954. Right? 1954. So, first off, we have this one, then this one, then it should be C. Right? Then it should be C. So we can't see D के बाद C है कहीं पे. So this question is supposedly, this question can be challenged. And of course, मैं कह रही हूँ, we will be waiting for the answer keys to come, right? The final answer keys. So this is one such question which can be challenged by you all. Question number 66. ठीक है? Next question that we all are having here is which among the following or who among the following coined the term stream of consciousness. बच्चे, stream of consciousness term अगर आपको पता हो, in the class we have also covered. Stream of consciousness as a term was coined by William James in his book The Principles of Psychology. The Principles of Psychology, right? So ये term coin इन्होंने करी थी इस work में, but there are students who have marked May Sinclair as well, right? And May Sinclair has been given as the right answer according to the answer key. But this question can also be challenged because May Sinclair used it in the context of something, right? Defining stream of consciousness, but not for the very first time. She used it with regards to, अगर हम बात करते हैं Dorothy Richardson, उनके बारे में बात करते हुए she has used this particular term. So we can say that this question can be challenged. 67 could be challenge. You can just see the question ID और question अगर आपके पास हुए तो आप उसको मैच करके अपने हिसाब से the series of questions that you guys are seeing उसके हिसाब से देख लीजिएगा. Then we have a little knowledge is a dangerous thing. This quote appears in which of the following works by Alexander Pope? The right answer is Essay on Criticism. Essay on Criticism में ये particular ये phrase जो है, ये particular quote जो है, ये particular quote appears in that particular work. I told you in the main class as well to memorize the quotes that have been given or penned down by Alexander Pope, right? So that is what we have here, that is written here. Then we have the poem France and Ode. Straight away question from the things that we have covered in the class again. France and Ode was written by S.T. Coleridge. 1798 में ये वर्क जो था वो उनके द्वारा लिखा गया था. तो you can see that there are questions जो straight away पूछे जा रहे हैं. If you would have prepared nicely, so you could have just nailed these simple questions as well. ठीक है, आगे बढ़ते हैं. Next question that we have, which statements with regard to Chaucer's Canterbury Tales are correct? कौन सी करेक्ट है, यही पूछा गया है. ध्यान से क्वेश्चन को पढ़ेंगे are true or correct by Chaucer's Canterbury Tales. So what do we have as the answer here? What do you guys marked? The right answer is option B, that is General Prologue में 29 pilgrims they meet at the Tabard Inn and discuss that they are going to go to the pilgrimage in Canterbury to Thomas Becket. ठीक है, उनको homage pay करने के लिए. The Canterbury Tale is written in prose and verse of various meters, yes of course, and only 23 pilgrims tell stories and there are only 24 stories altogether, which makes Canterbury Tales a work which was unfinished, incomplete work था ये. ठीक है, this was a work which was incomplete slash unfinished. Now coming back again to one point, जो गलत दिए हुए हैं वो गलत क्यों दिए हुए हैं? The Parson's Tale is the introductory tale. No बच्चे, is it not the introductory tale? तो किसकी introductory tale होती है? The Knight. Knight की tale introductory होती है. Then last statement, why is it incorrect? The murder of a mother by a child? No, it's murder of a child by the Jews. ठीक है, it tells the story of that particular time, murder of a child by the Jews. That's why this is also incorrect. मैं तभी क्लास में कहती हूँ tales की summaries पढ़ लोगे, then you guys will be able to nail these sorts of questions. चलिए, next question. Chronological order based on the writers, उनकी birth date के हिसाब से. तो सबसे पहले we get to see Sri Aurobindo in the year 1872, right? Sri Aurobindo in the year 1872. Then we have Sarojini Naidu in the year 1879. Then we have K.S. Venkata Ramani, that is in the year 1891. Then we have Raja, R.K. Narayan, 1906. And Raja Rao in the year 1908. So, C, E, D, A, B. Option C is the right answer. Option C is the right answer that we all are having here. Let's move to the next page then. That's also related to the chronological order of the publication of certain works. So what should be the right answer here? Right answer is option A, DAECB. Mulkraj Anand's Untouchable was published in the year 1935. Ahmad Ali's Twilight in Delhi, 1940. Then we have K.A. Abbas's Tomorrow is Ours, 1943 में this particular work was published. Then Manohar Malgaonkar's Distant Dream लिखा हुआ है. Distant Dream is वैसे none of the plays written by Malgaonkar. So it was Distant Drum. ठीक है? Distant Drum was the name of the work written by Malgaonkar in the year 1960. And Chaman Nahal's Azadi, 1975. Right? So that's why making it to option 1. D, A, E, C, B. चलिए आगे बढ़ते हैं. Next question. Types of theatres with the emergent people जिन्होंने इनको develop करा था in sorts of theatres को. तो अगर आप ध्यान से देखेंगे आप अच्छे से इसका आंसर चूज कर सकते थे. The answer to this question is option A. ठीक है, that is Abbey Theatre was associated with W.B. Yeats, जिसके साथ वो लेडी ग्रेगरी और भी J.M. Synge जैसे राइटर्स जो हैं वो contributed. Theatre of the Absurd, B:1. ठीक है, तो अगर आप लोग को ये दो भी पता होते, क्योंकि ये न्यू कॉन्सेप्ट्स लग रहे हैं in the question that they have asked, so we can't see B:1 and A:2 in any of the questions, any of the options apart from option A. तो आपको ये दो जो बहुत commonly asked है हो जाते. Then C:4, Philip Henslow is Hope Theatre के साथ, and Theatre of Silence with Jean Jacques Bernard के साथ associated है. Right? Jean Jacques Bernard के साथ associated the Theatre of Silence. D:3 and C:4. Next up, very straightforward question again. Which one of the following is the author of I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings, Maya Angelou. Maya Angelou is the right answer that we all are having here, right? Next question is also a straightforward question. Not associated with the Lake School of Poetry. Not associated. Coleridge, Sadi and Wordsworth were. So the right option is William Blake. Who were the lake poets who used to live near the Lake District in England. That's why lake poets. Okay? So William Blake was considered not to be a part of Lake School of Poetry, hence makes it the right answer that we all have here for this particular question. चलिए आगे बढ़ते हैं. Which of the following statements are true about Bhavabhuti's Uttar Ram Charita? Right? The answer is option D here. Why? A क्यों है? The time space of the play is divided into two broad sections of जो रामा अगर हम बात करते हैं we see that हम लोग को कोरोनेशन देखने के लिए मिलती है ऑफ लॉर्ड राम एंड देन द रीयूनियन विद हिज वाइफ सीता. तो ब्रॉडली डिवाइडेड इनटू टू पार्ट्स. देन it is a play based on Ramayana, of course, Uttaram Charita, and D. Its theme has been derived from the last canto of the Ramayana. First act of the play, no, does not deal with the childhood, but coronation की बात चल रही है. In the second act of the play, Sita takes refuge in the heritage of Vishwamitra. No, these two are not the options that we have. ठीक है. Later life of Ram, Uttar Ram Charita story. Next. Which of the following works are graphic narratives, जिसमें आपको graphics देखने के लिए मिलते हैं. The right answer is option 1. Bhimayan by Sri Vidya Natarajan and S. Anand. Munno, a boy from Kashmir by Malik Sajad. And This Side, That Side, Restoring Partition by Vishwajyoti Ghosh. The other two, Fine Balance and The Feast of Roses by Indu Sundaresan. ये जो है दे आर नॉट ग्राफिक नैरेटिव्स या ग्राफिक वर्क्स नहीं है जिनमें कुछ आपको ग्राफिक्स देखने के लिए नहीं मिलते. ठीक है. सो राइट आंसर इज ऑप्शन 1 दैट वी ऑल हैव हियर. द राइट आंसर इज ऑप्शन 1 दैट वी ऑल हैव हियर. नेक्स्ट चलिए आगे बढ़ते हैं. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. ये क्वेश्चन जो है ये क्वेश्चन कैन ऑल्सो बी चैलेंज्ड. अगर हम बात करते हैं चाहे नेशन लैंग्वेज की टर्म की बात करते हैं. ठीक है. तो ये टर्म तो कॉइन नहीं करी गई थी बाय डेरेक वॉलकॉट बट बाय कमाऊ ब्रेथवेट. इन्होंने कॉइन करी थी. ये तो गलत हो गया. बिल्कुल ये सही है. पोएटिक जस्टिस इज अ टर्म इन्वेंटेड बाय राइमर टू कन्वे हिज आइडिया कि इविल को पनिश किया जाता है, वर्च्यू इज रिवॉर्डेड. पोएटिक जस्टिस. द टर्म नियो कॉलोनियलिज्म वाज कॉइन्ड बाय गोगी वा त्योंगो. नो इट वाजंट. इट वाज कॉइन्ड बाय So this can also not be an option. Nihilism is the word invented by Turgenev in his novel Father and Sons. Yes, this is correct. Caxton in the preface of Mallory's Le Morte d'Arthur listed the 9 heroes of late medieval literature. So based on that, this particular question can also be challenged. Question number 78. यहाँ अपनी question ID आप देख लीजिए, question देख लीजिएगा. This can also be challenged, but we will be waiting for the official answer keys to come yet. ठीक है. तो देयर इज नो स्पेसिफिक आंसर देखा जाए इस चीज का. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन पे मूव करते हैं. प्राइज ऑफिशियली स्टार्टेड इन विच ईयर. बुकर कब स्टार्ट हुआ था, बाकी चीजें कब स्टार्ट हुई थी. तो द राइट आंसर तो दिस इज ऑप्शन डी हियर. दैट इज बुकर started in the year 1968. Pulitzer started in the year 1917. Nobel Prize started in the year 1901 and Poet Laureate in the year 1668. You guys could have easily guessed this one as well. Poet Laureate first हमारे जो थे he was John Dryden. First official Poet Laureate was John Dryden. If you knew about this, you guys could have easily marked the right answer. कि 17th सेंचुरी यानी 1600s में जो फर्स्ट पोएट लॉरिएट बने थे दैट वाज जॉन ड्राइडन. ठीक है. सो ऑफिशियल पोएट लॉरिएट ये भी कर लेते तो कहीं पे और D:3 दिया ही नहीं हुआ. सिर्फ एक ऑप्शन में है. यहां से भी यू गाइस कुड हैव इजीली एलिमिनेटेड बाकी वो. ठीक है. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन पे लेट्स मूव फॉरवर्ड. आगे भी हमें पब्लिकेशन ऑर्डर ऑफ द क्रोनोलॉजिकल ऑर्डर ऑफ द पब्लिकेशन ऑफ द वर्क्स बताना है. द राइट आंसर इज ऑप्शन सी हियर, बी डी सी ए ई. एक बार इनकी ऑर्डर ऑफ ईयर्स देखते हैं, क्रोनोलॉजी देखते हैं. सो if we see Roland Barthes Mythologies, it was published in the year 1957, right? 1957. Jacques Lacan's Eclipse was published in the year 1966. 1966. Jacques Derrida's Of Grammatology was published in the year 1967. किसने ट्रांसलेट करा था? गायत्री चक्रवर्ती स्पिवक ने इंग्लिश में ट्रांसलेट करा था. Then we have Michel Foucault's The Archaeology of Knowledge in the year 1969. It got published. And then we have Jean-Francois Lyotard का वर्क जो था The Postmodern Condition in the year 1979, making it option C as the right answer that we all have here. All right. Next question. Which of the following defined taste as the faculty of the soul which discerns, the faculty of the soul which discerns the beauties of the author with pleasure and the imperfections with dislike? These are the lines which are attributed to Joseph Addison, who was a periodical writer during the age of Pope transition, whatever you want to call it. So option A should be the right answer here. Option A should be the right answer to this particular question. Next up. Next up is the retellings of the important works that we all have here, and who's the author associated with the retellings. So, Sham, an illustrated reading of the Bhagavad, is written as a retelling by Devadatt Patnaik. Then B is to 4, War of Lanka by Amish Tripathi. Ahilya's Awakening is by Kavita Kane, and Ajay, Epic of the Kaurav Clan, is by Anand Neel Kantan. Makes it option what? Makes it option 2 as the right answer here. Chaliye, let's move forward. Next is arrange the following works of G.B. Shaw. So when we also do Shaw in the modern age, I tell you in the class itself that you all need to make sure that when it comes to D.H. Lawrence, when it comes to Shaw, you need to remember the chronology specifically in order of their publications as well as when these plays have been performed. So based on what we have here as the right answer, the right answer is option B, yeah, C, B, that is option 2 here, CBAED. Arms in the Man was a work that was published in the year 1894, right? 1894 में आपका Arms in the Man आया था. Then we have Man and Superman 1903, Man and Superman 1903. Then we have Pygmalion in 1913, 1913 में Pygmalion लिखा गया था. Then we have Saint Jouin in the year 1923, Saint Jouin in 1923, and 1932 में Too True to Be Good is the right answer that we all have here. Right? Next. How the words from a language other than English are written in a research paper. जैसे कि अगर आप किसी उसमें लिख रहे हो, किसी अलग लैंग्वेज में आप रिसर्च पेपर में लिख रहे हो, कोई हिंदी लैंग्वेज का वर्ड इन योर इंग्लिश पेपर, बिकॉज यू आर राइटिंग दैन इन इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज, राइट? जैसे लाठी, लाठी वर्ड लिख रहे हो, ठीक है, या आप बाबू वर्ड लिख रहे हो, these are penned in italics to show that this is a different language and also to emphasize the word. So option B of this particular question should be your right answer. Option B of this particular question should be your right answer. Next question पे move करते हैं. Which of the following statements about the autobiography of an unknown Indian are जो है true है? Which among the following are true about the autobiography of an unknown Indian? निरात्सी चौधरी द्वारा लिखी गई है. Unabashed Anglophilia of the author made this work controversial and it was published in the year 1951 पार्टीशन लिटरेचर का टेक्स्ट नहीं है, does not raise the question of communal conflicts. ऑप्शन 1 या ए आपका जो है इज द राइट आंसर टू दिस पर्टिकुलर क्वेश्चन दैट वी हैव. चलिए आगे. Again, we have the list of poems that you all are supposed to match with the options that are presented here. ठीक है, list और books of poems presented here. Easy question है ये भी. Idols of the King करा हुआ है Alfred Lord Tennyson, dramatic lyrics Robert Browning, sonnets from the Portuguese Elizabeth Barrett Browning, wife of Robert Browning, poems and ballads by A.C. Swinburne, making it option 3 as the right answer. As the right answer that we all have had here. Right. Next, चलते हैं आगे. Also covered in the psychoanalytic theory, a structuralist come psychoanalyst, because he talks about how language is associated with psychoanalytic theory. तभी इनको structuralist psychoanalyst बोलते हैं. Which among them is not a state of human mental disposition as posited by Jacques Lacan. Lacan ने 3 orders बताए हैं, imaginary, symbolic and real, but he hasn't talked about the historical order anywhere, which makes it not है, तो historical order is the right answer to this particular question that we have. Next question पे चलते हैं. Again, the works with the chronology that you all are supposed to arrange. Again, the works with the chronology that you all are supposed to arrange. Option D is the right answer. Cartography by Kamla Shamsi was published in the year 2001. ठीक है. Then we have Desirable Daughters by Bharati Mukherjee, 2002 में आई थी. Then B, The Namesake by Jhumpa Lahiri, 2003. Then E, The Inheritance of Loss by Kiran Desai, 2006. And then The Last Queen by Chitra Banerjee Divakurni, 2021. So A, D, B, E, C. A, D, B, E, C is the right answer. Option 4. A palindrome is a word or sentence which reads both the same ways. जैसे कि अगर आप एक word यहाँ पे पढ़ो none, ठीक है, none या madam, तो आप इसको इधर से भी पढ़ोगे MADAM, मैडम ही बन रहा है, इधर से भी पढ़ोगे मैडम. नन को NUN पढ़ रहे हो, NUN इधर से पढ़ रहे हो, बोथ वे से सेम होता है. पैलिंड्रोम इज अ वर्ड लाइक दैट. Next, the terms and who have coined, who is the critic and the theorist who have termed this particular term जो हमको देखने के लिए मिलती है. You can take a look at the options that we all have here. The right answer is option 3, culture industry. Culture industry is by Adorno and Horkheimer. Anxiety of influence as a book भी लिखी गई है by Harold Bloom. ठीक है. Cultural materialism is by Williams and dialogism is by Bakhtin. That is D is to 3, making it option C as the right answer. Option C as the right answer. ठीक है. चलिए आगे चलते हैं. The poetic line or lines, there is one great society alone on earth, the noble living and the noble dead. ये किस वर्क में आती है? ये किसका वर्क है? The Prelude work which was published, which was written in the year 1805 and incomplete publish हुआ था in the year 1850. ठीक है, by William Wordsworth. चलिए आगे बढ़ते हैं. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. कौन से वर्क्स फॉल अंडर द कैटेगरी ऑफ LGBTQ? LGBTQ, that is option 2. Detransition Baby by Tori Peter, Red, White and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston, and Nothing Ever Just Disappears by Dartmouth Hester. These 3 are the works which fall in the category of LGBTQ+. तो ये आपकी सेक्सुअलिटी स्टडीज के बारे में बात कर लो, जेंडर स्टडीज के बारे में बात कर लो, ये उनमें देखने के लिए आपको मिल जाएगा। ठीक है, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, अरेंज द फॉलोइंग वर्क्स ऑफ ब्लैक ब्रिटिश राइटर्स इन द क्रोनोलॉजिकल ऑर्डर। तो अगर हम देखें, राइट आंसर इज ऑप्शन बी, DEABC। सबसे पहले जॉर्ज लैमिंग्स द प्लेजर ऑफ एक्साइल was written in 1960, then we have 1987 में कैरल फिलिप्स द यूरोपियन ट्राइब। ठीक है, कैरल फिलिप्स 1987 द यूरोपियन ट्राइब, राइट। DEA यास्मिन अली भाई ब्राउन्स नो प्लेस लाइक होम 1995। Then we have Mike Phillips, London Crossings, a biography of Black Britain in the year 2001. And Ikao Eshun's Black Gold of the Sun, Searching for Home in England and Africa in the year 2008. ठीक है, इस वजह से ऑप्शन बी हमारा राइट आंसर है। How many nights feature in Edmund Spenser The Fairy Queen? Option 2, 12 nights defining 12 virtues set for different 12 adventures. You know वो एडमंड स्पेंसर की फेरी क्वीन में 12 नाइट्स, जिसमें से कुछ नाइट्स जो है वो मेजर है, 6 और 7 नाइट्स आर मेजर, बट इन टोटलिटी 12 नाइट्स आर देयर। ठीक है, स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड क्वेश्चन, अगेन समरी अच्छे से पढ़ी होती तो आप लोग कर लेते होते। नेक्स्ट है, which among the following statement rightly defines an invective। एक इन्वेक्टिव क्या होता है? इन्वेक्टिव होता है जब आप कोई डिनाउंसिएटरी अब्यूजिव ऑफ वाइटुपरेटिव स्पीच और राइटिंग, कुछ अब्यूजिव बोल देना, दैट कुड बी टर्म्ड एज एन इन्वेक्टिव। Next, who among the following have been considered are the recipients of Nobel Prize in Literature? नोबेल प्राइज किन किन को मिला हुआ है? ऑप्शन डी, ऑरहान पामुक टर्किश है, उनको मिला हुआ है, हैरोल्ड पिंटर को मिला हुआ है, एंड हर्टा म्यूलर को मिला हुआ है, रोमानियन। ठीक है, सोमरसेट मॉगम और मार्गरेट एटवुड को नहीं मिला हुआ। मार्गरेट एटवुड हैज वन द बुकर ट्वाइस। ठीक है, बुकर मिला हुआ है मार्गरेट एटवुड को, द ब्लाइंड असैसिन और उसके लिए द टेस्टामेंट्स के लिए, बट नॉट द नोबेल प्राइज। Next, diasporic writers with the writings that they have penned down. Salman Rushdie recently उनकी एक because of the अटैक जो उनकी आई के ऊपर अभी रिसेंटली हुआ था ना, इन अ पर्टिकुलर कॉन्फ्रेंस, सो वी सी that C is to 1 is in only one option, that is fourth. C is in 1 is only in one option that we could see here. So option D is the right answer. ठीक है, so A is to 4, Vikram Seth from Heaven's Lake, from Heaven Lake. B is to 3, V.S. Naipaul, The Mask of Africa. This is झुम्पा लहरी, दिस इज झुम्पा लहरी। पेपर में ही आपके बहुत स्पेलिंग मिस्टेक्स भी आए हैं, तो उनका द लो लैंड, अगर आपको रशदी का ही पता होता तो ये हो जाता इजीली। नेक्स्ट, अगेन कॉमेडी along with the writer you are supposed to match. So The Man of Mode is by Sir George Etheridge. The Country Wife is by William Wycherley. The Old Bachelor is by William Congreve, and The Provoked Wife is by Sir John Vanbrugh. Makes it option 2 as the right answer. Next, arrange the following philosophical or philosophers or theorists in the correct or chronological order of their of their birth, not publication, of their birth. So if we try to see, the right answer is option 1 here. Walter Benjamin was born in the year 1892. Then we have Mikhail Bakhtin. He was born in the year 1895. Simone de Beauvoir was born in the year 1908. Then we have Roland Barthes in the year 1915 and Jean Baudrillard in the year 1929. Right, so these are the correct order of their birth date, the writers, birth date. Next, which of the following stories deal with the theme of partition? पार्टीशन की थीम के साथ कौन कौन सी स्टोरीज डील करती हैं? तंडा गोश्त डील करती है, जिला वतन डील करती है एंड लाजवंती डील करती है. राइट, these are the stories with the theme of partition, making it option C as the right answer. C as the right answer. Next up, what was the name of the first ship to transport indentured laborers from India to Trinidad and Tobago in 1845? The right answer is Fatal Rosac. अब ये प्रॉब्लम यहाँ पे भी आई है. लिटरल इसका मीनिंग जो है इट वाज स्पेलिंग इसके थे फेटल रोजैक. ठीक है, तो यू गाइस कैन मेक श्योर कि इसको थोड़ा सा आप इंटरप्रेट कर सकते थे कि लैंग्वेज उसकी वजह से ऐसे लिख दिया. राइट, सो दिस इज द राइट आंसर. फेटल रोजैक इज द राइट आंसर. नेक्स्ट वी हैव एमएलए 9th एडिशन के हिसाब से आपको ये अरेंज करना था, तो उसके हिसाब से ये आंसर बनता है. वी विल बी डिस्कसिंग दीज क्वेश्चंस इन एनालिटिकल ऑर्डर इन अ वेरी डिफरेंट वीडियो. बट पहले ऑथर का नाम, देन द नेम ऑफ द बुक इन डबल कोट्स, देन कहाँ पे पब्लिश हुई है, कौन से पेपर कौन से जर्नल में पब्लिश हुई है और जर्नल में कौन से आर्टिकल कितने पेज को कवर कर रहे हैं. Right? Next question. What does an eponymous character mean? An eponymous character is someone जिसको उनके वर्क का टाइटल दे दिया जाता है, जैसे रॉबिन्सन क्रूसो, जेन एयर. राइट, तो ये आपके eponymous characters होते हैं, making it option B as the right answer here. Right, making B as the right answer that we all have. So I told you we have here as Robinson Crusoe by Daniel Defoe could be considered important work here, जिसमें हमें डैनियल डीफो का ही रॉबिन्सन क्रूसो एक important वो कैरेक्टर देखने के लिए मिलता है. So an eponymous character means who gives his or her name to the title of the work. So this would be the part 1 of our question paper का analysis जो हम लोग ने करा है of your RENET examination that happened in June. Shift 1. I will be bringing certain other questions. हमारे 103 question तक cover हो गया है. कुछ questions which are still left, including the comprehension and the poetry part, would be covered in the second part of the same. So I'll see you guys again. Thank you so much and have a good day. Bye bye.